Hello, Pisces, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach, and I help you choose growth and heal your inner roots. I have a reading for you today. This is an inside-out reading. We'll look at what's going on in your inner world and the outer world, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, guides are saying left to right. Emperor on the outside, one of cups, joy on the inside. Next to 8 of swords, oppression on the inside, and then one more on the outside, truth. Okay, Pisces, so big theme this week for you about boundaries, about emotional boundaries, about boundaries for the things that are deeply connected and deeply important to you. So we've got a double ace going on, one on the inside, one on the outside, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Joy and truth, two huge words. In general, we just lost our truth. Okay. So what I'm feeling this message is for you, your truth this week needs to be about protecting, nurturing, and cultivating that inner joy. There's so much hope and lightness in this card, in this Ace of Cups. And there's so much happiness here. And we get this other conflicting theme, and it's reflected, it's inside and outside for you. So it's kind of like, Pisces, when you are this way on the inside, when you're a certain way on the inside, the outside world also reflects that back to you. So there's something in this where I need to ask if you are those bluebirds or if you are the hawk. Okay, right away they're saying you're the bluebirds. So these blue jays, who are actually the birds that signify truth, the connection between heaven and earth, blue jays, these blue jays want to express themselves, but there's something that's not listening to them, something that's not really kind of jiving with them. And it's almost as if this one person or this one thing has a different outlook than what you have, or sees things a different way. But it's a way that doesn't work for you, that doesn't resonate with you. And yet they're so stubborn and they won't budge about it. And we see this reflected in your outside world with this Emperor card. So the Emperor is very much a lonely card. He's the only one at the top. I know there's a bird here underneath his hoof, but it's about his world and his beliefs. And you have this joy and this truth inside you that sometimes just feels like it can't express itself. It's hard to come out, and it's easier just to kind of give up and go with that flow. But the other thing that's very interesting is the Emperor, as I said before, he's got this bird underneath his hoof, and I believe it's a golden eagle. So he's containing this power underneath his hoof, but he's also preventing this bird from flying. It's like he's keeping this bird for himself. And when you're busy trying to defend your position and trying to talk to deaf ears, you cannot fly. And we've got this joy card that wants to fly. And here's our Ace of Swords, truth, needing to face a truth. With these other cards, we get the feeling of kind of running this way, that all of the energy is going this way towards the Emperor. So even though you're kind of fighting the tide and wanting to speak out against that constricting, confining energy that wants to keep you smaller, there's still this feeling of acquiescence to it, that you still kind of give in. Even if you don't totally give in on the inside, they're still kind of like, well, I can't fight this, it's too strong. Here's your saving grace. There is a lot of divine energy that I'm feeling with this card. We have a mountain lion or a puma and an owl, in looking kind of like a totem pole. So the idea of consolidated power. We've got the night, the moon, and then we've got some plants over here. So Pisces, there is a lot of divine support for you. There's support from your guides. There's support from your higher self. But they're asking you to align with that truth. Some of the reason why all of this energy acquiesces to the Emperor is because it's just easier to align with him, to align with that energy that tells you what to do and where to go and how to be, that sets the rules. It's easier to do that. It's easier to go with the flow rather than fighting it. But you have this other energy that says not anymore. First of all, we can't express our joy. We can't express our truth. We can't express ourselves. And so this energy is asking you to come into stronger alignment with your higher self, with your truth, and ultimately, Pisces, with your power. Now, my guides are asking me to draw one more card of advice for you. So let's see what that's about. Okay, come here. Mother of Roots. Okay, my guides are talking to me about burying things underneath the surface. This Mother of Roots card is all about the activities underground. That all of this energy is inward for you. It's held in, or it's held under, or it's kind of suppressed is that energy, pushing down. That's the word I'm looking for. And what your guides want is for this to come out, to explode out. These owl wings are open as if they're embracing, right? So we're embracing the truth, we're facing it, and we're saying it. It's time to really release it instead of keeping it held under or held in. So very important, Pisces, to use words this week, to express yourself. Anything you're feeling needs to be verbalized. There's a lot of swords cards here, so we're talking about words. So the important thing to remember is when you are expressing those words, be sure to be aligned with your higher self. When you're not aligned in that flow with your higher self, the words don't have enough power, and that's why this figure remains unmoved. So in order to empower those words, you really need to stay aligned, you really need to stay connected to your higher guidance while you are speaking that truth. There's something a little bit scary about this truth you know you have to speak. As if you know it's not going to maybe be pretty or not give you the best response. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is if you continue to turn that truth inward and instead of expressing it, it's like the energy backfires. It goes into you and then you absorb that energy of scariness, that energy of, I need stronger words here, guys. It's not just negativity. It implodes on you. So everything you were hoping to avoid actually turns in on you. You end up absorbing it and then attracting it. So if you don't say it, you're actually lowering your vibration to the point where you're going to be attracting those situations that you really don't want. Okay, so very important to speak up, very important to speak out in alignment with your guidance and your higher power. All right, Pisces, thanks so much for joining me with this reading today. I very much enjoyed it. If you would like to reach out or connect with me for a personal reading, there's information in the description below on how to do that. I will look forward to seeing you next time right here, Pisces. Have a good one.